It's English words time. Get ready to learn 312 very useful English words that you can use every single day. We'll go through them in 5 powerful sections that will help you sound more natural, improve your fluency, and give you the confidence to speak like a native. Let's dive straight in. Commute. Commute, meaning to travel regularly between home and work. To travel regularly between home and work. I commute by train into the city centre every morning. I commute by train into the city centre every morning. Reply. Reply, meaning to answer a message or email. To answer a message or email. I reply to emails as soon as I open them. I reply to emails as soon as I open them. Schedule. Schedule, meaning to arrange something at a set time. To arrange something at a set time. I schedule my meetings before the afternoon begins. I schedule my meetings before the afternoon begins. Research. Research, meaning to carefully study information. To carefully study information. I research new topics for my work projects. I research new topics for my work projects. Focus. Focus, meaning to give full attention to something. To give full attention to something. I focus on one task until it is finished. I focus on one task until it is finished. Discuss. Discuss, meaning to talk about something with someone. To talk about something with someone. I discuss ideas with my colleagues during the day. I discuss ideas with my colleagues during the day. Note. Note, meaning to write something down to remember it. To write something down to remember it. I note important points in my diary during meetings. I note important points in my diary during meetings. Submit. Submit, meaning to hand something in officially. To hand something in officially. I submit my assignments before the deadline passes. I submit my assignments before the deadline passes. Print. Print, meaning to produce text or images on paper. To produce text or images on paper. I print my reports before the meeting starts. I print my reports before the meeting starts. Order. Order, meaning to request food or drinks. To request food or drinks. I order a sandwich and tea at the cafe. I order a sandwich and tea at the cafe. Chat. Chat, meaning to talk in a friendly, informal way. To talk in a friendly, informal way. I chat with my friends during lunch break. I chat with my friends during lunch break. Scroll, scroll, meaning to move through digital content on a screen. To move through digital content on a screen. I scroll through social media when I have free time. I scroll through social media when I have free time. Relax, relax, meaning to rest and become less tense. To rest and become less tense. I relax in the park when the weather is nice. I relax in the park when the weather is nice. Sip, sip, meaning to drink slowly in small amounts. To drink slowly in small amounts. I sip my coffee while reading the news. I sip my coffee while reading the news. Snack, snack, meaning to eat a small amount of food between meals. To eat a small amount of food between meals. I snack on fruit during the afternoon. I snack on fruit during the afternoon. Call, call, meaning to talk to someone on the phone. To talk to someone on the phone. I call my mum to check in with her. I call my mum to check in with her. Walk, walk, meaning to move on foot at a steady pace. To move on foot at a steady pace. I walk around the block after eating lunch. I walk around the block after eating lunch. Attend, attend, meaning to be present at an event or meeting. To be present at an event or meeting. I attend a short meeting with my manager. I attend a short meeting with my manager. Complete, complete, meaning to finish something fully. To finish something fully. I complete my work before leaving the office. I complete my work before leaving the office. Organize, organize, meaning to arrange things neatly or logically. To arrange things neatly or logically. I organize my desk at the end of the day. I organize my desk at the end of the day. Update, update, meaning to bring information up to date. To bring information up to date. I update the files with new details every week. I update the files with new details every week. File, file, meaning to store documents in an organized way. To store documents in an organized way. I file important papers into folders at work. I file important papers into folders at work. Check, check, meaning to look over something carefully. To look over something carefully. I check my phone for new messages. I check my phone for new messages. Remind, remind, meaning to make someone remember something. to make someone remember something. I remind my colleague about the deadline tomorrow. I remind my colleague about the deadline tomorrow. Log, log, meaning to record information in writing or digitally. To record information in writing or digitally. I log my work hours before I leave. I log my work hours before I leave. Cook, cook, meaning to prepare food with heat. To prepare food with heat. I cook dinner for my family every evening. I cook dinner for my family every evening. Set, set, meaning to prepare or place something in position. To prepare or place something in position. I set the table before eating dinner. I set the table before eating dinner. Serve, serve, meaning to give food or drink to someone. To give food or drink to someone. I serve the meal once it is ready. I serve the meal once it is ready. Taste, taste, meaning to sample food to check flavour. To sample food to check flavour. I taste the soup before adding more salt. I taste the soup before adding more salt. Pour, pour, meaning to cause liquid to flow into a container. To cause liquid to flow into a container. I pour juice into the glasses at dinner. I pour juice into the glasses at dinner. Wash, wash, meaning to clean with soap and water. To clean with soap and water. I wash the dishes after eating dinner. I wash the dishes after eating dinner. Load, load, meaning to put items into a machine or container. To put items into a machine or container. I load the dishwasher with plates and cups. I load the dishwasher with plates and cups. Sweep, sweep, meaning to clean the floor with a broom. To clean the floor with a broom. I sweep the kitchen floor after dinner. I sweep the kitchen floor after dinner. Change, change, meaning to put on different clothes. To put on different clothes. I change into pyjamas before bed. I change into pyjamas before bed. Switch, switch, meaning to turn something on or off. To turn something on or off. I switch off the lights in the living room. I switch off the lights in the living room. Charge, charge, meaning to give power to a device. To give power to a device. I charge my phone overnight beside the bed. I charge my phone overnight beside the bed. Lock, lock, meaning to fasten something securely with a key. To fasten something securely with a key. I lock the front door before going to bed. I lock the front door before going to bed. Knit, knit, meaning to make fabric using needles and yarn. To make fabric using needles and yarn. I knit a scarf while sitting on the sofa. I knit a scarf while sitting on the sofa. Play, play, meaning to enjoy a game or instrument. To enjoy a game or instrument. I play the guitar to relax in the evening. I play the guitar to relax in the evening. Read, read, meaning to look at and understand written words. To look at and understand written words. I read a few pages before falling asleep. I read a few pages before falling asleep. Write, write, meaning to form words with pen or keyboard. To form words with pen or keyboard. I write in my journal before bed. I write in my journal before bed. Shop, shop, meaning to buy items from a shop. To buy items from a shop. I shop for food every Saturday morning. I shop for food every Saturday morning. Clean, clean, meaning to remove dirt or mess. To remove dirt or mess. I clean the bathroom at the weekend. I clean the bathroom at the weekend. Dust, dust, meaning to wipe away fine dirt. To wipe away fine dirt. I dust the shelves to keep the room tidy. I dust the shelves to keep the room tidy. Vacuum, vacuum, meaning to clean floors with a machine. To clean floors with a machine. I vacuum the carpet twice a week. I vacuum the carpet twice a week. Water, water, meaning to give liquid to plants. To give liquid to plants. I water the plants in the garden every evening. I water the plants in the garden every evening. Fix, fix, meaning to repair something broken. To repair something broken. I fix small problems around the house myself. I fix small problems around the house myself. Fold, fold, meaning to bend clothes neatly. To bend clothes neatly. I fold my laundry after it dries. I fold my laundry after it dries. Hang, hang, meaning to place something on a hook or line. To place something on a hook or line. I hang my coat by the front door. I hang my coat by the front door. Exercise, exercise, meaning to move the body for fitness. To move the body for fitness. I exercise at the gym 3 times a week. I exercise at the gym 3 times a week. Jog, jog, meaning to run slowly for exercise. To run slowly for exercise. I jog around the park after work. I jog around the park after work. Cycle, cycle, meaning to ride a bicycle. To ride a bicycle. I cycle to the shops when the weather is nice. I cycle to the shops when the weather is nice. Store, store, meaning to keep things in a safe place for later. To keep things in a safe place for later. I store extra food in the cupboard at home. I store extra food in the cupboard at home. Post, post, meaning to send letters or packages. To send letters or packages. I post my letters at the post office after work. I post my letters at the post office after work. Tie, tie, meaning to fasten with string, rope or laces. To fasten with string, rope or laces. I tie my shoelaces before going out. I tie my shoelaces before going out. Wrap, wrap, meaning to cover something with paper or cloth. To cover something with paper or cloth. I wrap a sandwich before putting it in my bag. I wrap a sandwich before putting it in my bag. Select, select, meaning to choose from a group. To choose from a group. I select a shirt to wear to the office. I select a shirt to wear to the office. Wake, wake, meaning to stop sleeping. To stop sleeping. I wake up at 6 every morning when the alarm rings. I wake up at 6 every morning when the alarm rings. Stretch, stretch, meaning to extend your body after rest. To extend your body after rest. I stretch my arms before getting out of bed. I stretch my arms before getting out of bed. Rinse, rinse, meaning to quickly wash with water. To quickly wash with water. I rinse my face with cold water to feel fresh. I rinse my face with cold water to feel fresh. Brush, brush, meaning to clean with a brush. To clean with a brush. I brush my teeth after breakfast every day. I brush my teeth after breakfast every day. Shave, shave, meaning to remove hair with a razor. To remove hair with a razor. I shave in the bathroom before leaving for work. I shave in the bathroom before leaving for work. Iron, iron, meaning to press clothes flat with heat. To press clothes flat with heat. I iron my shirt so it looks neat for the day. I iron my shirt so it looks neat for the day. Pack, pack, meaning to place items into a bag or container. To place items into a bag or container. I pack my lunch into a small box every morning. I pack my lunch into a small box every morning. Cheerful, cheerful, meaning noticeably happy and optimistic. Noticeably happy and optimistic. She was cheerful all morning after hearing the good news. She was cheerful all morning after hearing the good news. Ecstatic, ecstatic, meaning extremely happy and excited. Extremely happy and excited. He was ecstatic when his team finally won the championship. He was ecstatic when his team finally won the championship. Content, content, meaning satisfied and at peace. Satisfied and at peace. I feel content with the simple life I have built. I feel content with the simple life I have built. Playful, playful, meaning full of fun and light-hearted energy. Full of fun and light-hearted energy. The children were playful, laughing at every little joke. The children were playful, laughing at every little joke. Grateful, grateful, meaning feeling thankful and appreciative. Feeling thankful and appreciative. I'm grateful for your help during such a stressful week. I'm grateful for your help during such a stressful week. Optimistic, optimistic, meaning expecting good outcomes. Expecting good outcomes. She's optimistic about getting the job she applied for. She's optimistic about getting the job she applied for. Peaceful, peaceful, meaning calm and relaxed. Calm and relaxed. After meditation, I felt peaceful and clear-minded. After meditation, I felt peaceful and clear-minded. Lively, lively, meaning full of energy and spirit. Full of energy and spirit. I'm feeling lively today, full of energy and ready to get things done. I'm feeling lively today, full of energy and ready to get things done. Proud, proud, meaning feeling satisfaction in achievements. Feeling satisfaction in achievements. He was proud of his daughter's graduation results. He was proud of his daughter's graduation results. Hopeful, hopeful, meaning feeling that good things will happen. Feeling that good things will happen. I'm hopeful that tomorrow will be a better day. I'm hopeful that tomorrow will be a better day. Anxious, anxious, meaning worried and uneasy. Worried and uneasy. She felt anxious before her driving test. She felt anxious before her driving test. Frustrated, frustrated, meaning upset because of obstacles or delays. upset because of obstacles or delays. He was frustrated when the project was cancelled suddenly. He was frustrated when the project was cancelled suddenly. Irritable, irritable, meaning easily annoyed, easily annoyed. Lack of sleep makes me irritable all day. Lack of sleep makes me irritable all day. Lonely, lonely, meaning sad from being alone, sad from being alone. He felt lonely after moving to a new city. He felt lonely after moving to a new city. Overwhelmed, overwhelmed, meaning feeling like everything is too much. Feeling like everything is too much. She was overwhelmed by the amount of work she had to finish. She was overwhelmed by the amount of work she had to finish. Resentful, resentful, meaning bitter because of unfair treatment. Bitter because of unfair treatment. He grew resentful of his colleagues' constant criticism. He grew resentful of his colleagues' constant criticism. Restless, restless, meaning unable to relax or stay still. Unable to relax or stay still. I feel restless when I have nothing to do. I feel restless when I have nothing to do. Hopeless, hopeless, meaning having no expectation of good. Having no expectation of good. He felt hopeless after losing his job and his flat. He felt hopeless after losing his job and his flat. Jealous, jealous, meaning unhappy because someone has what you want. Unhappy because someone has what you want. She was jealous of her friend's new car. She was jealous of her friend's new car. Moody, moody, meaning emotions that change quickly. Emotions that change quickly. He's moody in the mornings, but happier later in the day. He's moody in the mornings, but happier later in the day. Thrilled, thrilled, meaning extremely pleased or excited. Extremely pleased or excited. I was thrilled to receive your invitation. I was thrilled to receive your invitation. Energetic, energetic, meaning full of physical or mental energy. Full of physical or mental energy. The coach was energetic during the training session. The coach was energetic during the training session. Adventurous, adventurous, meaning eager for new experiences. Eager for new experiences. She felt adventurous and tried food she'd never eaten before. She felt adventurous and tried food she'd never eaten before. Confident, confident, meaning sure of yourself. sure of yourself. He walked into the meeting feeling confident and prepared. He walked into the meeting feeling confident and prepared. Curious, curious, meaning eager to know or learn something. Eager to know or learn something. I'm curious about how this new app works. I'm curious about how this new app works. Inspired, inspired, meaning filled with creativity and motivation. Filled with creativity and motivation. After watching the documentary, I felt inspired to make a change. After watching the documentary, I felt inspired to make a change. Motivated, motivated, meaning driven to act. Driven to act. She was motivated to study hard for her exams. She was motivated to study hard for her exams. Passionate, passionate, meaning showing strong feelings. Showing strong feelings. He's passionate about protecting the environment. He's passionate about protecting the environment. Determined, determined, meaning not giving up easily. Not giving up easily. I'm determined to finish this project no matter what. I'm determined to finish this project no matter what. Ambitious, ambitious, meaning having a strong desire for success. Having a strong desire for success. She's ambitious and dreams of leading her own company. She's ambitious and dreams of leading her own company. Melancholy, melancholy, meaning gentle sadness. Gentle sadness. I'm feeling a little melancholy this evening, thinking about the past. I'm feeling a little melancholy this evening, thinking about the past. Disappointed, disappointed, meaning unhappy when expectations aren't met. Unhappy when expectations aren't met. She was disappointed with her exam results. She was disappointed with her exam results. Miserable, miserable, meaning very unhappy and uncomfortable. Very unhappy and uncomfortable. I felt miserable after catching a cold on holiday. I felt miserable after catching a cold on holiday. Regretful, regretful, meaning wishing something had been different. Wishing something had been different. He was regretful about not apologizing sooner. He was regretful about not apologizing sooner. Bored, bored, meaning lacking interest. Lacking interest. I get bored when meetings drag on too long. I get bored when meetings drag on too long. Exhausted, exhausted, meaning extremely tired. Extremely tired. She was exhausted after working a 12-hour shift. She was exhausted after working a 12-hour shift. Drained, drained, meaning lacking energy and motivation. Lacking energy and motivation. I feel drained after too many online meetings. I feel drained after too many online meetings. Disheartened, disheartened, meaning losing hope or motivation. Losing hope or motivation. He was disheartened by repeated failures. He was disheartened by repeated failures. Numb, numb, meaning unable to feel emotions. Unable to feel emotions. After hearing the bad news, I felt numb. After hearing the bad news, I felt numb. Defeated, defeated, meaning feeling beaten or without strength. Feeling beaten or without strength. She looked defeated after the long argument. She looked defeated after the long argument. Startled, startled, meaning suddenly surprised or alarmed. Suddenly surprised or alarmed. The loud bang startled me in the night. The loud bang startled me in the night. Confused, confused, meaning unable to think clearly. Unable to think clearly. He was confused by the complex instructions. He was confused by the complex instructions. Bewildered, bewildered, meaning very puzzled or shocked. Very puzzled or shocked. I was bewildered when they announced my name as the winner. I was bewildered when they announced my name as the winner. Suspicious, suspicious, meaning doubtful or distrustful. Doubtful or distrustful. She grew suspicious of his strange behaviour. She grew suspicious of his strange behaviour. Embarrassed, embarrassed, meaning feeling awkward or ashamed. Feeling awkward or ashamed. He was embarrassed when he forgot his lines. He was embarrassed when he forgot his lines. Ashamed, ashamed, meaning guilty about something wrong. Guilty about something wrong. She felt ashamed of the lie she told her parents. She felt ashamed of the lie she told her parents. Shocked, shocked, meaning surprised in a bad way. Surprised in a bad way. I was shocked by how expensive the tickets were. I was shocked by how expensive the tickets were. Stunned, stunned, meaning so surprised you can't react. So surprised you can't react. He was stunned into silence after the announcement. He was stunned into silence after the announcement. Apprehensive, apprehensive, meaning worried about something that may happen. Worried about something that may happen. I'm apprehensive about speaking in front of a large audience. I'm apprehensive about speaking in front of a large audience. Skeptical. Skeptical, meaning doubtful or questioning. Doubtful or questioning. He's skeptical about the politicians' promises. He's skeptical about the politicians' promises. Relaxed. Relaxed, meaning free from tension. Free from tension. I felt relaxed after a long walk in the park. I felt relaxed after a long walk in the park. Thoughtful. Thoughtful, meaning absorbed in deep thinking. Absorbed in deep thinking. She was thoughtful as she planned her next move. She was thoughtful as she planned her next move. Reflective. Reflective, meaning calmly thinking back. Calmly thinking back. He grew reflective on his past mistakes. He grew reflective on his past mistakes. Composed. Composed, meaning in control of your feelings, not upset. In control of your feelings, not upset. I'm feeling composed and ready to face the challenges today. I'm feeling composed and ready to face the challenges today. Cautious. Cautious, meaning careful and alert. Careful and alert. He was cautious about signing the contract too quickly. He was cautious about signing the contract too quickly. Indifferent. Indifferent, meaning not caring one way or the other. Not caring one way or the other. She seemed indifferent to the outcome of the vote. She seemed indifferent to the outcome of the vote. Patient. Patient, meaning able to wait calmly. Able to wait calmly. He was patient with the young learners. He was patient with the young learners. Secure. Secure, meaning feeling safe and confident. Feeling safe and confident. She felt secure knowing her family supported her decision. She felt secure knowing her family supported her decision. Articulate. Articulate, meaning able to express ideas clearly. Able to express ideas clearly. She is articulate and explains complex ideas with ease. She is articulate and explains complex ideas with ease. Eloquent. Eloquent, meaning fluent and persuasive in speech. Fluent and persuasive in speech. The lawyer gave an eloquent closing argument. The lawyer gave an eloquent closing argument. Succinct. Succinct, meaning expressed briefly and clearly. Expressed briefly and clearly. He gave a succinct explanation of the problem. He gave a succinct explanation of the problem. Concise, concise, meaning giving much information in few words. Giving much information in few words. Her report was concise and straight to the point. Her report was concise and straight to the point. Direct, direct, meaning straightforward, without unnecessary detail. Straightforward, without unnecessary detail. The manager was very direct about the changes. The manager was very direct about the changes. Plain spoken, plain spoken, meaning simple and straightforward in language. Simple and straightforward in language. He was plain spoken, never hiding his true opinion. He was plain spoken, never hiding his true opinion. Blunt, blunt, meaning speaking in a very straightforward, sometimes harsh way. Speaking in a very straightforward, sometimes harsh way. She was blunt about not liking the proposal. She was blunt about not liking the proposal. Frank, frank, meaning open, honest, and direct in speech. Open, honest, and direct in speech. He was frank about his disappointment with the results. He was frank about his disappointment with the results. Candid, candid, meaning truthful and straightforward. Truthful and straightforward. The interview was candid and refreshing. The interview was candid and refreshing. Honest, honest, meaning speaking truthfully without deception. Speaking truthfully without deception. He gave an honest account of what happened. He gave an honest account of what happened. Convincing, convincing, meaning able to make others believe. Able to make others believe. She gave a convincing argument for the new policy. She gave a convincing argument for the new policy. Persuasive, persuasive, meaning skilled at convincing others. Skilled at convincing others. The salesman was persuasive and closed many deals. The salesman was persuasive and closed many deals. Influential, influential, meaning having the power to affect opinions. Having the power to affect opinions. Her speech was influential in shaping public opinion. Her speech was influential in shaping public opinion. Rhetorical, rhetorical, meaning using language effectively and persuasively. Using language effectively and persuasively. The politician used rhetorical questions to engage the crowd. The politician used rhetorical questions to engage the crowd. Inspirational, inspirational, meaning motivating and uplifting, motivating and uplifting. His words were inspirational to the young students. His words were inspirational to the young students. Motivational, motivational, meaning encouraging people to take action, encouraging people to take action. The coach gave a motivational talk before the match. The coach gave a motivational talk before the match. Charismatic, charismatic, meaning charming and able to attract attention. Charming and able to attract attention. The leader was charismatic and people listened closely. The leader was charismatic and people listened closely. Compelling, compelling, meaning evoking interest or admiration. Evoking interest or admiration. The witness gave a compelling testimony. The witness gave a compelling testimony. Impassioned, impassioned, meaning filled with strong emotion, filled with strong emotion. She delivered an impassioned speech on climate change. She delivered an impassioned speech on climate change. Powerful, powerful, meaning having a strong effect on listeners, having a strong effect on listeners. His powerful words moved the entire audience. His powerful words moved the entire audience. Chatty, chatty, meaning fond of talking in an informal way. Fond of talking in an informal way. She was chatty and friendly with everyone at the party. She was chatty and friendly with everyone at the party. Conversational, conversational, meaning relaxed and informal style of speaking. Relaxed and informal style of speaking. The podcast has a conversational tone. The podcast has a conversational tone. Sociable, sociable, meaning friendly and talkative. Friendly and talkative. He is sociable and enjoys talking with strangers. He is sociable and enjoys talking with strangers. Informal, informal, meaning casual and relaxed style. Casual and relaxed style. The teacher used an informal tone to connect with students. The teacher used an informal tone to connect with students. Warm, warm, meaning kind and friendly in speech. Kind and friendly in speech. She greeted everyone with a warm voice. She greeted everyone with a warm voice. Friendly, friendly, meaning kind and pleasant in speaking. Kind and pleasant in speaking. His friendly tone made the newcomers feel welcome. His friendly tone made the newcomers feel welcome. Gentle, gentle, meaning soft and calm way of speaking. Soft and calm way of speaking. The nurse spoke in a gentle voice to calm the child. The nurse spoke in a gentle voice to calm the child. Kindly, kindly, meaning speaking in a kind and considerate way. Speaking in a kind and considerate way. He spoke kindly to the elderly woman. He spoke kindly to the elderly woman. Affectionate, affectionate, meaning showing love and warmth. Showing love and warmth. She was affectionate when talking to her family. She was affectionate when talking to her family. Soothing, soothing, meaning calming and comforting. Calming and comforting. His soothing voice helped her fall asleep. His soothing voice helped her fall asleep. Witty, witty, meaning clever and amusing. Clever and amusing. Her witty remarks kept everyone laughing. Her witty remarks kept everyone laughing. Humorous, humorous, meaning funny and entertaining. Funny and entertaining. He gave a humorous speech at the wedding. He gave a humorous speech at the wedding. Playful, playful, meaning light-hearted and fun. Light-hearted and fun. She used a playful tone with the children. She used a playful tone with the children. Sarcastic, sarcastic, meaning saying the opposite of what one means, often to mock. Saying the opposite of what one means, often to mock. He made a sarcastic comment about the weather. He made a sarcastic comment about the weather. Ironic, ironic, meaning expressing meaning by saying the opposite. Expressing meaning by saying the opposite. Her ironic tone showed she wasn't serious. Her ironic tone showed she wasn't serious. Joking, joking, meaning speaking in a way meant to amuse. Speaking in a way meant to amuse. He was joking when he said he'd quit his job. He was joking when he said he'd quit his job. Teasing, teasing, meaning making fun in a playful or mocking way. Making fun in a playful or mocking way. She was teasing him about his new haircut. She was teasing him about his new haircut. Cheerful, cheerful, meaning happy and positive in tone. Happy and positive in tone. His cheerful voice brightened the room. His cheerful voice brightened the room. Amusing, amusing, meaning entertaining and funny. Entertaining and funny. The comedian gave an amusing performance. The comedian gave an amusing performance. Light-hearted, light-hearted, meaning carefree and happy in manner. Carefree and happy in manner. Their light-hearted conversation made the journey enjoyable. Their light-hearted conversation made the journey enjoyable. soft spoken, soft spoken, meaning speaking gently and quietly, speaking gently and quietly. She is soft spoken but very confident. She is soft spoken but very confident. Quiet, quiet, meaning speaking with little volume, speaking with little volume. He was quiet during the meeting. He was quiet during the meeting. Whispering, whispering, meaning speaking very softly, speaking very softly. They were whispering so no one else could hear. They were whispering so no one else could hear. Mellow, mellow, meaning smooth, calm, and pleasant in tone. Smooth, calm, and pleasant in tone. His mellow voice was comforting to listen to. His mellow voice was comforting to listen to. Subdued, subdued, meaning restrained and low in volume. Restrained and low in volume. She spoke in a subdued tone after the news. She spoke in a subdued tone after the news. Delicate, delicate, meaning gentle and careful in speaking. Gentle and careful in speaking. Her delicate words avoided hurting anyone's feelings. Her delicate words avoided hurting anyone's feelings. Measured, measured, meaning careful and controlled in speech. Careful and controlled in speech. He gave a measured response to the difficult question. He gave a measured response to the difficult question. Balanced, balanced, meaning fair and calm in tone. Fair and calm in tone. Her balanced comments kept the discussion civil. Her balanced comments kept the discussion civil. Formal, formal, meaning serious and official in tone. Serious and official in tone. He used a formal style at the conference. He used a formal style at the conference. Ceremonial, ceremonial, meaning grand and traditional in manner. Grand and traditional in manner. The announcer used a ceremonial tone at the event. The announcer used a ceremonial tone at the event. Official, official, meaning proper and authoritative. Proper and authoritative. His language was formal and official, fitting for the ceremony. His language was formal and official, fitting for the ceremony. Authoritative, authoritative, meaning commanding and confident. Commanding and confident. The teacher spoke in an authoritative voice. The teacher spoke in an authoritative voice. Professional, professional, meaning polite and businesslike. Polite and businesslike. Her professional tone impressed the clients. Her professional tone impressed the clients. Respectful, respectful, meaning polite and showing regard. Polite and showing regard. He was respectful when addressing the elders. He was respectful when addressing the elders. Polished, polished, meaning smooth and well prepared. Smooth and well prepared. She gave a polished presentation to the board. She gave a polished presentation to the board. Sophisticated, sophisticated, meaning cultured and refined in language. Cultured and refined in language. His sophisticated style impressed the audience. His sophisticated style impressed the audience. Critical, critical, meaning expressing disapproval or judgment. Expressing disapproval or judgment. She made a critical remark about the service. She made a critical remark about the service. Harsh, harsh, meaning severe and unkind in tone. Severe and unkind in tone. His harsh words upset the team. His harsh words upset the team. Sharp, sharp, meaning quick and biting in speech. Quick and biting in speech. She made a sharp comment during the debate. She made a sharp comment during the debate. Cutting, cutting, meaning intended to hurt or criticize strongly. Intended to hurt or criticize strongly. He made a cutting remark about her skills. He made a cutting remark about her skills. Bitter, bitter, meaning resentful and unpleasant in tone. Resentful and unpleasant in tone. She spoke in a bitter voice about her past. She spoke in a bitter voice about her past. Mocking, mocking, meaning making fun in a cruel way. Making fun in a cruel way. They gave a mocking laugh at his mistake. They gave a mocking laugh at his mistake. Scornful, scornful, meaning showing contempt or disrespect. Showing contempt or disrespect. His scornful tone offended many people. His scornful tone offended many people. Hostile, hostile, meaning unfriendly and aggressive. Unfriendly and aggressive. The speaker received a hostile reaction from the crowd. The speaker received a hostile reaction from the crowd. Emotional, emotional, meaning showing strong feelings. Showing strong feelings. She gave an emotional farewell speech. She gave an emotional farewell speech. Dramatic, dramatic, meaning exaggerated and theatrical. Exaggerated and theatrical. He spoke in a dramatic voice to capture attention. He spoke in a dramatic voice to capture attention. Passionate, passionate, meaning full of strong feelings or belief. full of strong feelings or belief. He gave a passionate talk about human rights. He gave a passionate talk about human rights. Fervent, fervent, meaning intensely enthusiastic, intensely enthusiastic. Her fervent words inspired the audience. Her fervent words inspired the audience. Animated, animated, meaning lively and full of energy. Lively and full of energy. He told the story in an animated way. He told the story in an animated way. Excited, excited, meaning showing eagerness and joy. Showing eagerness and joy. She spoke in an excited tone about her new job. She spoke in an excited tone about her new job. Enthusiastic, enthusiastic, meaning showing great interest or approval. Showing great interest or approval. He was enthusiastic when talking about football. He was enthusiastic when talking about football. Energetic, energetic, meaning full of vitality and liveliness. Full of vitality and liveliness. Her energetic delivery kept everyone engaged. Her energetic delivery kept everyone engaged. Slouching, slouching, meaning sitting or standing with shoulders bent forwards. Sitting or standing with shoulders bent forwards. He is slouching in his chair during the meeting. He is slouching in his chair during the meeting. Leaning, leaning, meaning resting the body against something. Resting the body against something. She is leaning against the wall while waiting for her friend. She is leaning against the wall while waiting for her friend. Reclining, reclining, meaning lying back in a relaxed position. Lying back in a relaxed position. He is reclining on the sofa watching television. He is reclining on the sofa watching television. Hunched, hunched, meaning bent forwards with shoulders raised. Bent forwards with shoulders raised. She is hunched over her laptop for hours. She is hunched over her laptop for hours. Straight-backed, straight-backed, meaning sitting or standing with the back upright. Sitting or standing with the back upright. The soldier is standing straight-backed during the ceremony. The soldier is standing straight-backed during the ceremony. Rigid, rigid, meaning stiff and unmoving posture. Stiff and unmoving posture. He is standing rigid when the boss enters the room. He is standing rigid when the boss enters the room. Relaxed, relaxed, meaning comfortable and at ease. Comfortable and at ease. She is relaxed with her feet up on the table. She is relaxed with her feet up on the table. Tense, tense, meaning tight and nervous in posture. Tight and nervous in posture. He is tense before giving his presentation. He is tense before giving his presentation. Stooping, stooping, meaning bending the body forwards, often with age or tiredness. Bending the body forwards, often with age or tiredness. The old man is stooping as he walks down the street. The old man is stooping as he walks down the street. Upright, upright, meaning standing or sitting straight. Standing or sitting straight. She is sitting upright during the interview. She is sitting upright during the interview. Nodding, nodding, meaning moving the head up and down to agree. Moving the head up and down to agree. She is nodding to show support. She is nodding to show support. Shaking, shaking, meaning moving the head side to side in disagreement. Moving the head side to side in disagreement. He is shaking his head to refuse the offer. He is shaking his head to refuse the offer. Tilting, tilting, meaning moving the head to one side. Moving the head to one side. She is tilting her head curiously at the question. She is tilting her head curiously at the question. Frowning, frowning, meaning bringing eyebrows together in displeasure. Bringing eyebrows together in displeasure. He is frowning at the confusing report. He is frowning at the confusing report. Smiling, smiling, meaning showing pleasure with the mouth. Showing pleasure with the mouth. She is smiling warmly at the children. She is smiling warmly at the children. Grinning, grinning, meaning smiling broadly. Smiling broadly. He is grinning after winning the game. He is grinning after winning the game. Scowling, scowling, meaning frowning angrily. Frowning angrily. She is scowling at the rude remark. She is scowling at the rude remark. Beaming, beaming, meaning smiling happily and broadly. Smiling happily and broadly. She is beaming with pride at her success. She is beaming with pride at her success. Smirking, smirking, meaning smiling in a sly or mocking way. Smiling in a sly or mocking way. He is smirking after solving the puzzle first. He is smirking after solving the puzzle first. Pouting, pouting, meaning pushing out lips to show displeasure. Pushing out lips to show displeasure. The child is pouting after being scolded. The child is pouting after being scolded. Glaring, glaring, meaning staring angrily. Staring angrily. She is glaring at him across the room. She is glaring at him across the room. Winking, winking, meaning closing one eye briefly, often playfully. Closing one eye briefly, often playfully. He is winking at his friend after the joke. He is winking at his friend after the joke. Squinting, squinting, meaning narrowing eyes to see better. Narrowing eyes to see better. He is squinting at the small print on the page. He is squinting at the small print on the page. Grimacing, grimacing, meaning twisting the face to show pain or disgust. Twisting the face to show pain or disgust. He is grimacing when he tastes the sour lemon. He is grimacing when he tastes the sour lemon. Pointing, pointing, meaning directing a finger towards something. Directing a finger towards something. He is pointing at the map to explain the route. He is pointing at the map to explain the route. Waving, waving, meaning moving a hand back and forth in greeting. Moving a hand back and forth in greeting. She is waving at her neighbour from the window. She is waving at her neighbour from the window. Clapping, clapping, meaning striking hands together to applaud. Striking hands together to applaud. The audience is clapping loudly after the show. The audience is clapping loudly after the show. Shrugging, shrugging, meaning lifting shoulders to show not knowing. Lifting shoulders to show not knowing. She is shrugging when asked about the missing file. She is shrugging when asked about the missing file. Gesturing, gesturing, meaning moving hands while speaking. Moving hands while speaking. The teacher is gesturing to make her point clear. The teacher is gesturing to make her point clear. Fidgeting, fidgeting, meaning moving restlessly with hands. Moving restlessly with hands. He is fidgeting with his pen during the exam. He is fidgeting with his pen during the exam. Tapping, tapping, meaning hitting something lightly with fingers. Hitting something lightly with fingers. She is tapping her fingers on the desk impatiently. She is tapping her fingers on the desk impatiently. clenched, clenched, meaning holding the hand tightly closed, holding the hand tightly closed. His fists are clenched in anger. His fists are clenched in anger. Striding, striding, meaning walking with long, confident steps. Walking with long, confident steps. He is striding across the stage with confidence. He is striding across the stage with confidence. Shuffling, shuffling, meaning walking slowly without lifting feet. Walking slowly without lifting feet. She is shuffling to the kitchen in her slippers. She is shuffling to the kitchen in her slippers. Pacing, pacing, meaning walking back and forth nervously. Walking back and forth nervously. He is pacing in the hallway before the exam. He is pacing in the hallway before the exam. Staggering, staggering, meaning walking unsteadily. Walking unsteadily. He is staggering after drinking too much. He is staggering after drinking too much. Marching, marching, meaning walking in a regular military way. Walking in a regular military way. The band is marching through the street. The band is marching through the street. Stomping, stomping, meaning walking heavily with anger. Walking heavily with anger. The child is stomping off after losing the game. The child is stomping off after losing the game. Swaying, swaying, meaning moving gently from side to side. Moving gently from side to side. She is swaying to the music. She is swaying to the music. Skipping, skipping, meaning hopping lightly while walking. Hopping lightly while walking. The girl is skipping down the street. The girl is skipping down the street. Tiptoeing, tiptoeing, meaning walking quietly on the toes. Walking quietly on the toes. She is tiptoeing into the baby's room. She is tiptoeing into the baby's room. Limping, limping, meaning walking with difficulty due to injury. Walking with difficulty due to injury. He is limping after spraining his ankle. He is limping after spraining his ankle. Trembling, trembling, meaning shaking slightly from fear or cold. Shaking slightly from fear or cold. She is trembling with nerves before the speech. She is trembling with nerves before the speech. Shivering, shivering, meaning shaking from cold. Shaking from cold. He is shivering in the snow. He is shivering in the snow. Quivering, quivering, meaning shaking lightly from emotion. Shaking lightly from emotion. Her lips are quivering as she cries. Her lips are quivering as she cries. Sweating, sweating, meaning producing perspiration, producing perspiration. He is sweating during the interview. He is sweating during the interview. Blushing, blushing, meaning turning red in the face, turning red in the face. She is blushing after receiving a compliment. She is blushing after receiving a compliment. Sighing, sighing, meaning letting out a long breath, letting out a long breath. He is sighing with relief after the test. He is sighing with relief after the test. Laughing, laughing, meaning expressing joy with sound, expressing joy with sound. They are laughing at the comedian's jokes. They are laughing at the comedian's jokes. Giggling, giggling, meaning laughing in a silly or nervous way. Laughing in a silly or nervous way. The students are giggling at the back of the class. The students are giggling at the back of the class. Yawning, yawning, meaning opening the mouth wide when tired. Opening the mouth wide when tired. She is yawning during the long lecture. She is yawning during the long lecture. Snorting, snorting, meaning making a short sound through the nose, often with laughter. Making a short sound through the nose, often with laughter. She is snorting when she hears the joke. She is snorting when she hears the joke. Bowing, bowing, meaning bending the upper body forwards as a sign of respect. Bending the upper body forwards as a sign of respect. He is bowing politely to the audience. He is bowing politely to the audience. Curtsying, curtsying, meaning lowering the body slightly by bending the knees. Traditional female gesture of respect. Lowering the body slightly by bending the knees. Traditional female gesture of respect. She is curtsying before the Queen. She is curtsying before the Queen. Flexing, flexing, meaning tightening muscles to show strength. Tightening muscles to show strength. He is flexing his arms at the gym mirror. He is flexing his arms at the gym mirror. Peering, peering, meaning looking closely or carefully at something. Looking closely or carefully at something. She is peering through the keyhole. She is peering through the keyhole. Achievement, achievement, meaning something that has been accomplished. Something that has been accomplished. Winning the award is a great achievement for her career. Winning the award is a great achievement for her career. Victory, victory, meaning success in a contest or struggle. Success in a contest or struggle. The team celebrated their victory after a tough match. The team celebrated their victory after a tough match. Triumph, triumph, meaning a great win or success. A great win or success. The new invention was a triumph for the company. The new invention was a triumph for the company. Breakthrough, breakthrough, meaning a sudden important discovery or success. A sudden important discovery or success. The scientists made a breakthrough in cancer research. The scientists made a breakthrough in cancer research. Progress, progress, meaning forward movement or improvement. Forward movement or improvement. She is making steady progress in her English studies. She is making steady progress in her English studies. Growth, growth, meaning an increase or improvement over time. An increase or improvement over time. The business has shown rapid growth this year. The business has shown rapid growth this year. Prosperity, prosperity, meaning a state of success and wealth. A state of success and wealth. The country is enjoying a period of prosperity. The country is enjoying a period of prosperity. Fortune, fortune, meaning success that brings wealth or luck. Success that brings wealth or luck. He built his fortune in real estate. He built his fortune in real estate. Accomplishment, accomplishment, meaning something successfully completed. Something successfully completed. Publishing her first book was a major accomplishment. Publishing her first book was a major accomplishment. Milestone, milestone, meaning an important stage in progress. An important stage in progress. Graduating from university was a milestone in his life. Graduating from university was a milestone in his life. Advancement, advancement, meaning progress towards a better position. Progress towards a better position. She earned a promotion through hard work and advancement. She earned a promotion through hard work and advancement. Attainment, attainment, meaning achieving a goal or skill. Achieving a goal or skill. His attainment of fluency impressed his teacher. His attainment of fluency impressed his teacher. Excellence, excellence, meaning the state of being outstanding. The state of being outstanding. The school is known for its academic excellence. The school is known for its academic excellence. Mastery, mastery, meaning complete control or skill in a subject. Complete control or skill in a subject. She has mastery of 3 languages. She has mastery of 3 languages. Breakout, breakout, meaning a sudden and dramatic success. A sudden and dramatic success. The film was a breakout hit at the festival. The film was a breakout hit at the festival. Win, win, meaning a success in a competition or challenge. A success in a competition or challenge. The candidate's win surprised everyone. The candidate's win surprised everyone. Success, success, meaning the accomplishment of a goal. The accomplishment of a goal. His business is a success thanks to hard work. His business is a success thanks to hard work. Prestige, prestige, meaning respect from great success or influence. Respect from great success or influence. The prize gave him international prestige. The prize gave him international prestige. Recognition, recognition, meaning being acknowledged for success. Being acknowledged for success. She received recognition for her volunteer work. She received recognition for her volunteer work. Honour, honour, meaning high respect earned through success. High respect earned through success. He felt honour in serving his country. He felt honour in serving his country. Glory, glory, meaning fame and admiration from achievement. Fame and admiration from achievement. The athlete returned home in glory. The athlete returned home in glory. Break even, break even, meaning reaching the point where profit covers costs. Reaching the point where profit covers costs. The startup reached break even in its 2nd year. The startup reached break even in its 2nd year. Record, record, meaning the best result ever achieved. The best result ever achieved. She set a new record in the marathon. She set a new record in the marathon. High point, high point, meaning the most successful moment. The most successful moment. Winning the championship was the high point of his career. Winning the championship was the high point of his career. Fulfillment, fulfillment, meaning satisfaction from achieving something. Satisfaction from achieving something. Helping others gave her a sense of fulfillment. Helping others gave her a sense of fulfillment. Overachievement, overachievement, meaning doing better than expected. Doing better than expected. The students' overachievement impressed the teacher. The students' overachievement impressed the teacher. Peak, peak, meaning the highest level of success. The highest level of success. She is at the peak of her career. She is at the peak of her career. Highlight, highlight, meaning the best or most successful part. The best or most successful part. The concert was the highlight of the festival. The concert was the highlight of the festival. Upswing, upswing, meaning an improvement or upward trend. An improvement or upward trend. The company is on an upswing in profits. The company is on an upswing in profits. Win-win, win-win, meaning a situation where everyone benefits. A situation where everyone benefits. The deal was a win-win for both sides. The deal was a win-win for both sides. Breakaway, breakaway, meaning a sudden separation leading to success. A sudden separation leading to success. The runner made a breakaway in the final lap. The runner made a breakaway in the final lap. Failure, failure, meaning the opposite of success. The opposite of success. The project was a complete failure. The project was a complete failure. Defeat, defeat, meaning loss in a competition or struggle. Loss in a competition or struggle. The team suffered a defeat in the final. The team suffered a defeat in the final. Collapse, collapse, meaning sudden failure or breakdown. Sudden failure or breakdown. The company faced a financial collapse. The company faced a financial collapse. Setback, setback, meaning a problem that delays progress. A problem that delays progress. His injury was a setback in training. His injury was a setback in training. Downfall, downfall, meaning the loss of power, success, or status. The loss of power, success, or status. Corruption led to the politician's downfall. Corruption led to the politician's downfall. Breakdown, breakdown, meaning failure of a system or plan. Failure of a system or plan. The talks ended in a breakdown of communication. The talks ended in a breakdown of communication. Loss, loss, meaning failure to keep or win something. Failure to keep or win something. The team faced a heavy loss in the tournament. The team faced a heavy loss in the tournament. Shortcoming, shortcoming, meaning a weakness causing failure, a weakness causing failure. Lack of planning was the project's shortcoming. Lack of planning was the project's shortcoming. Mistake, mistake, meaning an error that causes failure, an error that causes failure. Forgetting the deadline was a serious mistake. Forgetting the deadline was a serious mistake. Error, error, meaning something done wrong, something done wrong. The error in calculations caused the plan to fail. The error in calculations caused the plan to fail. Deficiency, deficiency, meaning a lack of something needed, a lack of something needed. The design had a major deficiency in safety. The design had a major deficiency in safety. Weakness, weakness, meaning a fault or lack of strength, a fault or lack of strength. Public speaking was always his weakness. Public speaking was always his weakness. Flaw, flaw, meaning an imperfection that causes problems, an imperfection that causes problems. The plan failed due to a flaw in the system. The plan failed due to a flaw in the system. Fiasco, fiasco, meaning a complete and embarrassing failure. A complete and embarrassing failure. The event turned into a fiasco when the lights went out. The event turned into a fiasco when the lights went out. Disaster, disaster, meaning a sudden and terrible failure. A sudden and terrible failure. The marketing campaign was a disaster. The marketing campaign was a disaster. Catastrophe, catastrophe, meaning a disastrous failure or event. A disastrous failure or event. The new policy ended in catastrophe. The new policy ended in catastrophe. Blunder, blunder, meaning a careless mistake. A careless mistake. He made a blunder during the interview. He made a blunder during the interview. Slip up, meaning a small mistake or error. A small mistake or error. That slip up cost the company a big client. That slip up cost the company a big client. Misstep, misstep, meaning a wrong move leading to failure. A wrong move leading to failure. Her comment was a political misstep. Her comment was a political misstep. Let down, meaning disappointment due to failure. Disappointment due to failure. The film was a letdown after so much hype. The film was a letdown after so much hype. Separation. Separation. Meaning, the act of splitting or ending. The act of splitting or ending. The partnership came to a sudden separation. The partnership came to a sudden separation. Mishap. Mishap. Meaning, a small accident or problem. A small accident or problem. The delay was caused by a minor mishap. The delay was caused by a minor mishap. Downturn. Downturn. Meaning, a decline in success or performance. A decline in success or performance. The industry is facing an economic downturn. The industry is facing an economic downturn. Washout. Washout. Meaning, something that fails completely. Something that fails completely. The event was a washout because of the rain. The event was a washout because of the rain. Flop. Flop. Meaning, something that completely fails. Something that completely fails. The show was a flop at the box office. The show was a flop at the box office. Bust. Bust. Meaning, a complete failure of business or event. A complete failure of business or event. The product launch was a bust. The product launch was a bust. Crash. Crash. Meaning, a sudden complete failure. A sudden complete failure. The system faced a crash during peak hours. The system faced a crash during peak hours. Decline. Decline. Meaning, a gradual fall in success. A gradual fall in success. The company is in decline after years of growth. The company is in decline after years of growth. Bankruptcy. Bankruptcy. Meaning, legal failure of a business to pay debts. Legal failure of a business to pay debts. The firm declared bankruptcy last year. The firm declared bankruptcy last year. Meltdown. Meltdown. Meaning, a total and disastrous failure. A total and disastrous failure. The talks ended in a political meltdown. The talks ended in a political meltdown. Ruin. Ruin. Meaning, complete destruction or failure. Complete destruction or failure. The scandal led to his professional ruin. The scandal led to his professional ruin.